Hello everybody and welcome back to Stink Kane Sports. I'm your host Nicholas Stink Kane. Today we're going to be going over my 2021 NFL Divisional Weekend predictions. I'm excited for this weekend, not as excited as I was last weekend. However, I'm still thrilled to see some of the games, and my favorite game I will talk about later and may catch you as a bit of a surprise. But first off, we have the Los Angeles Rams, who are 6.5-point underdogs at Green Bay. Now, I don't think there's a chance that the Rams come away with this win. To be quite honest, I have complete faith in Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau. However, I do think it's going to be a close game. I think the Rams will lose this game because Jared Goff is going to turn the ball over and limit them in the passing game while continuing to nurse that thumb injury. However, the ferocious Rams defense is going to be able to keep them in this game with the likes of Jalen Ramsey matching up against Devontae Adams and Aaron Donald, causing havoc on the weak Packers interior linemen. Now, I do think, when I say weak Packers interior linemen, I mean the guards. Now, I do think that the Packers are going to win this game because Aaron Rodgers just refuses to turn the ball over. He has many weapons offensively. He has Aaron Jones, too, to swing out of the backfield. And I just think they're a better team defensively. The Packers secondary has been playing great. Jair Alexander is emerging as the top 3 cornerback in the league, in my opinion. And their front 7 has been playing better as the season has progressed. So I think the Rams are going to have a tough time moving the ball against Green Bay. I do think it will be a close game. Not as high scoring as people will think, but I do think the Packers are going to come away with this win. On tonight's game, which is an absolutely fantastic matchup, we have the Baltimore Ravens pitting up against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Buffalo is 2.5-point favorites, and I like the Bills in this game. The Ravens had a tough time matching up against the Titans last week. Not on the run game per se, they absolutely stuffed Derrick Henry. But on the pass game, I mean, Marlon Humphrey got abused by A.J. Brown throughout the game. And the only reason they really came away was because the receiver slipped and Marcus Peters had the easy interception. Now, don't get me wrong, I was rooting for the Ravens as I did pick them to win. However, I was not impressed with the Ravens' performance defensively on the passing game, which is the Bills' strong suit. I don't know who is going to match up against Stephon Diggs tonight, but whoever it is, I don't have any faith in them right now based on what I saw on last Sunday. I mean, A.J. Brown just ate him up, and I think Stephon Diggs is going to do the same thing. Josh Allen is a great running quarterback. They did not face that last week in Ryan Tannehill, and they really haven't faced a great running quarterback all year. And I have great faith in Josh Allen to absolutely ball out tonight. He had a great game last weekend against the Colts, who had a fantastic defense, far better than this Ravens defense that we're about to see tonight. Lamar Jackson struggled early in that game, and he's going to need to play well tonight because the Bills' defense has been playing on the up and up. I do think he is going to play well. I just think that those receivers are going to get locked up by the likes of Tre'Davious White and the other Bills secondary members. I do think the Bills are going to win this game. I think they're going to cover the spread. I like them to move on to the AFC Championship game against, which this is my favorite game of the weekend, the Cleveland Browns at the Kansas City Chiefs. The 3 o'clock game tomorrow. Yes, I know, surprising. I'm right. Right? I think this game is going to be fantastic. And here's why. The Chiefs have been playing poorly in the past couple weeks. Their starters are not going to have played in 3 weeks. They didn't play week 17, and they didn't play last week. This is going to be their first time playing the starters since week 16. So I think they're going to come out slow for one. I mean, they haven't played in an actual contact football game in a while. Yes, the bye week, okay, fine. But I mean, 2 weeks, this is going to be their 3rd week without playing. It's going to be the 3rd Sunday since their last victory. I mean, it's going to be a tough outing to start off for the Chiefs, and they're going to struggle early. I think the Browns are going to heap on some points early against the Chiefs defense, who has been letting up some points against some mediocre teams lately. As well, the Chiefs offense has been making some stupid reads and stupid calls. I mean, Mahomes has been taking way too many sacks, way too many deep drops, and he's had plenty of dropped interceptions. And guess what the best part of the Browns defense is? Not named Myles Garrett. Their secondary. Denzel Ward is a top 15, top 12, top 10 cornerback in the league. I think he's going to match up fantastic against Tyreek Hill. The big problem for the Browns is who's going to match up against Kelsey. But I think they find a safety or a linebacker that can actually stick with him. They're going to be okay. I think they're going to be completely competitive in this game. However, I do think the Chiefs are going to win. I'd be a fool to pick against them. I think the Browns are going to have a very good chance to win this game. I think they're going to cover the spread. I'm very confident in Baker right now. He's playing better and better. I mean, you saw what they did to the Steelers last weekend. They were up 28-0 in the first. I think they're going to have a similar early lead, 10-0, against the Chiefs, kind of like the Texans did last year, except they're going to stay in the game, unlike the Texans did last year. I'm excited to watch this game. We saw the Chiefs did last year coming off a bye. I think we're going to see a similar thing. I do think the Chiefs are going to pull away with a win, though, but I do think it's going to be a fantastic game. Finally, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Now, Tampa Bay struggled last weekend against the Washington football team's fourth quarterback this year, Taylor Heineke, who made his second career start. Now, don't get me wrong, the kid played great. He had great pocket presence, fantastic footwork, great touch on the ball, made smart reads. He had a fast release. He played great. He avoided the rush. He had the night of his career. And he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. He's going to get a little deal, 1 year, 2 year, probably about $5 or $6 million to come back and compete for a starting position for the Washington football team. Now, that means that the Bucs defense really struggled. I'm not putting anything against him, but the Bucs defense really struggled, and a game they really should not have struggled against. A Washington team with limited weapons offensively. The only reason they won is because Washington's strength, their defense absolutely fell apart. Their secondary was horrible. Antonio Brown ate him up. Mike Evans ate him up. Chris Godwin dropped like 6 balls. But Mike Evans and Antonio Brown ate him up. Now, we go over to the Saints. They had a very unimpressive performance last weekend, in my opinion. They played a Bears team who was, yes, a very good defense, but they should have tapped on some more points. They had plenty of opportunities to score. I'm a big fan of Alvin Kamara. I'm a big fan. You got to love Drew Brees in clutch situations. I don't love the Saints in the playoffs, but their defense is so experienced in these spots. You got Janoris Jenkins, Cameron Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, Demario Davis, etc., etc. This is going to be a very tough game. It's hard to pick for me. It's hard to beat the team 3 times. Originally, I had the Saints going into the playoffs, winning this game. And I think I'm going to stick with it. The Saints, I think, are going to win this game just based on the fact they've matched up fantastic against the Buccaneers this year. They seem to have had their number. Washington almost beat them, and that just kind of lessens my confidence in the Bucs in total. So I do think I'm going to have the Saints winning, which makes our AFC Championship game the Chiefs versus the Bills, the 1 seed versus the 2, and the NFC, the 1 seed versus the 2, the Packers and the Saints. Yes, not very fun, I know. However, in reality, I think these are the 4 best teams right now. I think the Bucs are on upset alert. I think they can pull up an upset against the Saints, and I think the Browns should have a red flag over their head. I think they can pull off the upset tomorrow against the Chiefs. Don't come at me if they get blown out by 20. But that's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Please enjoy the football this weekend. I will leave a comment down below who do you think will win, and I'm out. Peace.